Hi mga ka-chordates! It's me, Sir Yong, and welcome to the part 3 of vascular and non-vascular plants. So at what can you see? Naiba na po yung background kaya na ako sa kwarto nag-shoot. So the content of this video, it's all about the plant organs. But before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge or shout out sa akong mga silingan sa Purok 1C, ang Payon, Butuan City. Hi! Grabe ang ilang pag-welcome sa ako. I would like also to shout out my mama ng Soch. Hi! Kumusta ang imong negosyo dira, no? Ako pong i-shout out ang taga-LGU Butuan kay grabe ka accommodated kay sila no gihatod jud ko sa among balay door to door nya gipadiretso na ko sa kwarto na ako kay bawal daw mag-expose sa mga tao dire kay base you know na ka na batag kuan Manila char. So, thank you kaayo sa LGU Butuan. Ako pong i-shout out ang purok leader diri sa Purok 1C na bahaunon char. Si Ma'am Leia Galindo. Hi te, how are you to find out? Charot! Hi po. Shout out to all my friends, especially kay Aldren, kay Clarissa, kay Melanie, kay Charles, ug uban pa. Diyos ko, kataghan ba akong friends, no? Grabe ka, best in congeniality, jud siguro ko. Hi! End of this video, the viewers are able to identify the different plant organs and can explain the function of the different plant organs. So, just keep on watching. Plant organs consist of the roots, the stems, the leaves, the fruit, the flower, and the seeds. The roots of the plants provide the stem and the leaves with water and dissolve nutrients through absorption. Thus, the roots needs to grow deeply into the soil to acquire nutrients. The growth of the roots is supported by the process of photosynthesis, which often occurs in the leaves. The other function of the roots are aeration, which is found in the pneumatophores of the mangroves. So, the air-breathing root has air space which is connecting with the submerged root. The second is for attachment. So example here is the ivy or the Hedera helix. So the adventitious attachment root grow from the stem root on the side in contact with a surface. Third is to support. So example here is the prop root of the maize or the maize. So the aerial root grow down from the stem into the soil. The root has three major regions. So meron po siyang meristem where the cells continuously dividing. Tapos above or sa taas po ng meristem, doon po makikita ang zone of elongation where the cells increases their size. Tapos the third major regions is the we call this one zone of maturation where produce or protects the new cells. As the cells divide and grow, they push the root cap through the soil. This increases the stability of the plant on the soil and increases the nutrients absorbed by the plants. There are two types of roots, the tap root and the fibrous root. The tap root only has one main root, where other smaller roots branch out. Taproot sometimes function as storage of carbohydrates such as in the case of carrot. While the fibrous root have a mass of small roots, some fibrous root function as a storage organ, such as in the case of sweet potatoes. Fibrous roots also prevent soil erosions because the mass of the roots holds the soil very well. So the second plant organ is the stem. The stem is responsible for transport the water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves and vice versa. So because of the presence of xylem and phloem. Other function of the stem includes for photosynthetic for the butcher broom plant. So the stem structure of this plant look or act as a leaves. Another function of the stem is for storage. So example here is the ginger, which belongs to the rhizomes, and the crocus, which belongs to the core. Underground stem that grows horizontally below soil surface, generally thick, fleshy, or woody. Another function of the stem is for climbing or support. So the best example here is the tendril of the grapevine. The third plant organ is the leaves. So plants carry out the process of photosynthesis, which is the sandwich of parenchyma cells. The parenchyma cells then differentiate into palisade cells and spongy mesophyll cells. The parenchyma cells are covered by the epidermal cells. The two epidermis found in the plants are the upper and lower epidermis. The stomata, which functions in transporting gases in and out of the cells, is commonly found in the lower epidermis. Leaves grow initially as buds. As the leaf grows, it forms a stalk or a petiole with flattened blade, where the veins are found. The veins are made up of vascular bundles. The leaf has a connected base of the stem, the stalk or the petiole. The petiole is a thin tissue that links the cylindrical lamina and the leaf blade, which is the widest part of the leaf. Plants have different leaf arrangement, and these can be described as the phyllotaxy. Leaves can either be a simple or a compound. Simple leaves have a single leaf blade attached to the leaf stem, while the compound leaves have a leaf with more than one blade. All blades are attached to the single leaf stem. There is a bud on the part of the leaf where it attached to the twigs. Leaves are arranged in different ways in a stem. Plants with a node attached to one leaf have alternate leaf arrangement, while the plants with a node attached to two leaves have opposite leaf arrangement. On the other hand, plants with 3 or more leaves per node have whorled leaf arrangement. There are also 3 types of leaf venation. First is the pinnate, second is the palmate, and the third is the parallel. Pinnately veined leaves have a main mid-vein within a mid-rib. Secondary veins branch from the mid-vein. On the other hand, palmately veined leaves have several primary veins that fan out from the base of the blade. Lastly, parallel arrangement has veins branching parallel with the mid-vein. There are also types of leaf margins: the entire, the serrate, the undulate, and last is the lobed. There are also different types of compound leaves. Compound leaves can be palmate. This kind of compound leaves has its leaflets arranged in a single point, which is similar to the fingers of a hand. Compound leaves can be also a pinnate, in which the leaves are joined on the two sides of the stalk, which is similar to the veins of the feather. Lastly, it can be doubly pinnate, in which each leaflet is divided into several parts. The fourth plant organ is the flowers. The flower is the reproductive part of the plant. The flower consists of the petals, sepals, 1 or 2 carpels or pistils, and the stigma, which is the male reproductive organs. The female reproductive organs. The pistil includes the stigma and the ovary. The stigma receives the pollen during the pollination. The ovary contains the egg with ovules and the site of fertilization. The male reproductive organ. The stamen consists of the anther and the filament. The filament holds the anther. On the other hand, the anther produces the pollen. The pollen contains the male reproductive cells, which fertilizes the ovules. Fifth plant organ is the fruits. A fruit is a structure that develops as the ovary of the flower nourishes and protects the developing seeds. The outermost layer of the fruit is called the exocarp. It encloses and protects 2 inner layers. the juicy pulp or mesocarp, and the pith or endocarp. Together, these three layers comprise the pericarp, the thickened wall of fruit that encases and protects the seeds. The last plant organ is the seed. A seed develops from the ovule after fertilization. It is composed of three main parts. The first part is the dormant embryo, which could develop into another plant. The second part is the storage tissue, which is the endosperm. The last part is the seed coat, which protects the entire seed. Seed can lie dormant when the soil water contain an oxygen amount are not enough. The seeds will begin germination when the environmental conditions became suitable in which there is enough water and nutrients. At yun po ang plant organs. Consists of the root, the stem, the leaves, the flower, the fruit, and the seeds. I hope you've learned a lot on this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for the updates. Goodbye mga cordates, and see you sa ating next vlog.